I'm just saying what everybody thinking. I'm Shae. This is Shae It Ain't So, and welcome to my show. Okay, so first things first, I just want to introduce myself, get y'all familiar with me. So my name is Shae. I'm a college student. I go to FAMU. It's my senior year, so round of applause for me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I know. And I'm just a journalism student who likes to yap, and that's just that on that. This is a safe space for messiness, but not too much. Um, the type of content that I want to give y'all is more so like wellness, lifestyle, interviews, girly girl content. So that all depends on who I have on the podcast. So leave in the comments who y'all would want to see on the show, because that's going to determine the type of content that we're going to get. But just know I already have some things brewing up. So yeah. Yeah. So just don't forget to leave in the comments who y'all want to see. So the first thing that I want to just get started with is some icebreakers, because this is my first episode. I am by myself. Don't get used to this because there will be guests almost every episode. And right now I'm just working out the kinks. I don't know if I want to do every week or every other week. So y'all leave in the comments if y'all want to see it every week or every other week. So yeah, the first thing that I want to get started with is just a little icebreaker, and it's called Finish the Sentence. So I'm going to say some things, and then I'm just going to finish the sentence based off how I would normally respond. And y'all can play along in the comments as well. Oh, that's another thing. Going forward, I want this to be streamed on Twitch, YouTube, as well as maybe TikTok. I'm still thinking about TikTok. I might just leave TikTok for like behind the scenes. But Twitch and YouTube for sure. So going forward, when I play my little games, y'all can interact with us. And then also stay tuned, because I am going to be posting a number, because I can be you guys' love doctor. Like, I'm going to be the love doctor. Y'all just call up in here, give me y'all relationship problems, and I'm going to give y'all some advice, period. So the first game, finish the sentence. So the first one is the strangest ick I have is. The strangest ick I have, okay. Okay, guys, don't take this the wrong way, but the strangest ick I have is, I ain't trying to fight y'all. My ick is I don't like when guys go to concerts. Like, I just feel like it's just something about my man going to a concert. Why are you at a concert? Why are you there to see, as a grown man, why are you there to see another grown man? Why are you shucking and jiving, hooting and hollering the lyrics to this man's song? I don't know. I just can't get behind that. I can't. Listen to him at home in the car. The weirdest habit I have is, hmm, the weirdest habit I don't think I have any weird habits, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna tell y'all that. But next. I secretly judge people who I secretly judge people who act like they just have it all together. Like, girl, please. Like, I want to be that type of person that's just very, like, very well put together. I am well put together, but like, sometimes I'm a hot mess express, and that's okay. But I secretly judge people who just act like they're just, they just like they shit don't stink. And yeah, my ideal date is my my ideal date is like, okay, let me think, like, what would be a really good date. A good date to me is something that I haven't done before, and then I'm not a boring person, so don't take me to the movies. I don't want to go to dinner. I mean, that can be like an add-on, but don't make that like the entirety of the date. So I feel like a good date to me would be like, huh, take me like to an arcade, go-kart riding, go-kart racing, laser tag, stuff like that. Something I can actually get active with, entertain me. Oh, this is a good one. Boys think they have us figured out, but they don't know that. Boys think they have us figured out, but they don't know that you can't figure us out. Because I feel like I wake up the same person, but depending on the day, you may get a different version of me. So don't think you just, don't think you just know you got me down pat, because I'm that type of person that's going to surprise you every time. Oh, there's another good one, y'all. The main problem I have with social media is I feel like everything is a popularity contest. I feel like it's not real. Social media is not real. I repeat, social media is not fucking real, y'all. Social media is not real. Like, people are they're putting on a facade, they're putting on an act. That's not really them. That's not really his car. That's not really his jewelry. If it is, that jewelry is moissanite. It's not real. And girls too. Like, girls, it's like a competition. Everything is a competition. That's why, just gotta stay in your own lane. I think the main issue we have as a society is that, one, we don't shame people no more. Like, I feel like the stuff that's going on nowadays is just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if my grandparents, if my some of my grandparents were still alive, they'll be like, they would literally come back alive, have a heart attack, then die again, because it's just so like jarring, the stuff that we as a society do. Like, do y'all know Bonnie Blue? Do y'all know Bonnie Blue? If you don't know Bonnie Blue, go on TikTok and search up Bonnie Blue. Basically, Bonnie Blue is I don't even know if I can say this. She be on that Blue app. And she be on that Blue app and she be doing some crazy stuff on that Blue app. Like, girls be going on tour and like, like going on tour, being content creators, going to different states and cities and countries and solo traveling. She does all of that, but she's doing sexual activities with the people that's showing up to support her. All of them. Like, I remember one time I saw on TikTok, there was like 100 guys waiting on her. She made content with all 100 of those guys. So I feel like that is just so disgraceful. That's just so disgraceful. And that's not even the main issue I have with society. I feel like we don't bring back shame, and also everything is a competition, like I said in the previous question. So yeah. Oh, now this, okay, y'all. So another thing that I want to introduce to y'all is I want to do sip games. Basically, like, some games that I bring to y'all are going to be games that we just, very cute, casual games. But some of the games are going to be sip games, meaning like, you don't answer, you take a sip. Or like, your answer is kind of like you evading the question, take a sip. So if I don't want to say it, I'm going to take a sip. But you know me, I ain't ducking no smoke. So, oh, but then also, we're going to talk about it. So the first one is normalize separating yourself from people who have no interest in elevating in life. And my friend actually gave me this, and I feel like that's so real. Like, there's some people, like, it's okay to not be friends. And that leads me to my next one. Sometimes you aren't meant to stay friends with someone forever. It's okay to outgrow people for whatever reason. And I feel like that's so freaking true. Like, you could have a friend that you was friends with for literally 5-10 years, but like, we're obviously always growing. Each year we become a new age for a reason. We're just not the same people that we were. So I feel like you can hang around that person and just be like, dang, like, we don't have nothing in common no more. Like, I'm not the same, you're not the same. But I feel like in that same breath, yeah, I'm not the same, you're not the same, we can still be friends. Like, we can still be friends. I just know there's certain things that we just won't see eye to eye on, or certain things, certain places that we could just hang out. Like, it's just very limited, if that makes sense. But people who have no interest in elevating in life, I feel like those are people that it's okay to not be friends with. So yes, it's okay to outgrow people and still be friends, but I feel like people who have no interest in elevating, if they're not elevating, I feel like if you're not growing, you're either staying the same or you're just getting worse. And I'm not going to be in that same boat with you. So if you have no interest in elevating in life, I feel like we don't stop growing until we die. So if you don't want to grow, I feel like that's kind of like scary to me. So yeah, I just feel like I just wouldn't want to be your friend. And that's no shade. That's no shade, baby. No shade. People who can't keep secrets can't be trusted. Okay, I agree to that. I agree with that to a certain extent. Like, Because I'm the type of person, I hate surprises. Like, I can't keep a secret when it comes to certain things. But it's like when it comes to business, like when it gets down to it, like telling my friends business and yeah, that's when it gets messy. And if you're like the friend, okay, let me take myself out of it. Like if I had a friend and they couldn't keep a secret, would I be able to trust them? It really just depends on what the secret is, but I'm gonna say yeah, I could trust you because like I know I can keep secrets. So yeah. Oh, this gonna ruffle a lot of y'all feathers. This is gonna literally this gonna gag y'all. But don't fight with me because I know how y'all like to tussle. I ain't trying to fight with y'all. I'm not y'all enemy. Pregnancy before a ring has become normalized. Pregnancy before a ring has become normalized. Hold on, let me see. Wait. Wait, no, that's not funny. Yes, guys, don't come for me, but I feel like everybody is pregnant. It's people, I seen a post on Twitter, or was it Threads? They was like, it's people that ain't never been pregnant before that's getting pregnant. I'm like, damn, like, that makes sense. Like, why are you pregnant? I never would expected you to just pop out with a baby. And it's like, y'all be pretty girls and y'all just letting these niggas trap y'all and just lock y'all down for the rest of y'all life. Like, is that really worth it in the grand scheme of things? I don't know. Don't fight me. I'm just a messenger. I don't make the news. I just report it. Okay. So don't come for me. Don't come for me. So, okay. I feel like, okay. Oh, social media has boosted the ego of everyone using it. I feel like this is so true. Like me and my friends talk about this all the time. We were never meant to see this many people in our lifetime. Like when my parents was growing up, they didn't have social media. They didn't have social media. So the people that was in their community that they went to school with, church with, all that, those were the people that they had to interact with. Like they didn't have no choice. But us, we feel like because somebody in freaking California liked our picture that we're the shit. And I'm here to tell you that, yeah, you could think you the shit, but it's like, I feel like the standards of what's the shit is just like, we're just like plummeting. Like, we have officially lost the plot as a people. Like, and this is not like, I'm a girl's girl. I feel like if you think you that bitch, then you're that bitch and you need to own that. But it's like, at the end of the day, some of our egos are becoming a bit inflated because we have all these people telling us we're so beautiful and we're so this and we're so that, that we just feel like we can do no wrong and we feel like we deserve a certain level of, you know, a certain caliber of guy, a certain value of a man. And that's just simply unattainable. That's just simply unattainable, and it's just simply untrue for a lot of us. And then lastly, the dating pool sucks. And that's facts. I'm not scared to say that. The dating pool sucks. It absolutely does. Anyways, so that was our first segment, y'all. And that was Say It or Save It. Let me know in the comments below if y'all want me to keep that game around or if I need to make some tweaks to it. Or if y'all just have any like ideas for the questions that I should put for each game. So yeah. I think I'm going to do BFFR. So BFFR, if you know, you know. If you don't know, you finna find out. Is be fucking for real. Be fucking for real. So the point of this game is to decide if a statement is valid or if we need to be fucking for real. So I'm about to take a sip of my tea before I get started, and y'all, drinking out a wine glass, but it's Casamigos. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. Okay. Perfect day. So the first statement is, if a friend cancels plans more than once, stop inviting them. So, if a friend cancels plans more than once, stop inviting them. Okay, the more than once is what's really like pushing the question to the edge, because I feel like more than once is kind of like, girl, come on now. Like, I done canceled plans before, but I feel like if my friends stop inviting me, that would be kind of weird. But I feel like where it gets weird and tricky, it's like that friend that don't never want to go out, but you steady keep inviting them. They steady keep telling you, no, they steady don't want to go out. It's like, at what point do you just stop inviting them? I feel like that's really what the question want to ask. So I feel like it depends on the reason. If they have a valid reason, then like, yeah, don't be no weirdo. But now I don't think that's valid. That's not valid. Y'all need to be fucking for real. If y'all cutting y'all friends off because they can't hang out more than one time, then maybe you just don't even want to hang out with them for real. Maybe that's not your friend for real. Maybe that's just not your friend for real. But it does get to a point. It gets to a point though. It does. It really do get to a point. So yeah. And everyone is messy nowadays, especially men. Everyone is messy nowadays, especially men. I feel like that's not a crazy statement. I feel like men, like, who gonna be the boys? Like, the men are really putting on for the women, because y'all are more women than y'all, acting more like girls than us. Like, y'all want to get taken out on dates, and y'all want to get flued out, and y'all want us to pay for this and pay for that and pay for this and pay for that. Mind you, I don't mind. Like, if you're my man, I don't mind paying for a haircut here or a haircut there. Like, I never minded. But like, as far as the stuff that y'all be asking for, it's like, come on now. Like, who gonna be the boys? Cause we're really, it's coming. It's three boys left on this earth. It's three boys left on this earth. Oh, your friend follows your boo on social media. That's valid. Wait, no, no. If you crash out on her, that's valid. But she need to be fucking for real. Cause I feel like, okay, yeah, we put a lot of value on social media, but I feel like, being that is the case, why are you ever following somebody that I'm interested in or talking to or dealing with on social media? Like, that's just weird. And I know y'all gonna agree with me, like, it don't matter, it's not that big of a deal, but like, I just feel like, what is the point? If you need to see him, you gonna see everything that you need to see off of my page. Why do you need to follow him on any social media? TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, X, any social media. You don't need to follow my man on any social media. Any questions you have about him, take it up with me. And that's just that on that on that. Your friends hang out without inviting you. Oh my gosh, this just triggered something deep inside of me. Like, I dealt with this before, like in high school. Like, they always used to hang out without inviting me. Granted, my parents was strict, so they probably just assumed that my parents was gonna say no. But like, y'all still could have invited me, made me feel like I was a part of the group or something. But y'all just completely looked over me. So I feel like they need to be fucking for real, because that is very traumatizing. Like, as a friend, I feel like, why are y'all hanging out without me? Like, that just means y'all see yourselves as more of friends than y'all see. And call me childish, I don't know, but I feel like y'all just see yourself as more of friends than y'all see us as friends. And I feel like that's not okay. That's when friend favoritism comes into play. And that's a big one. Me and my friends, mind you, it's a big ass group of us. Shout out to y'all. I love y'all. But it's a big ass group of us. We really try not to have no friend favoritism. Mind you, that doesn't mean that like we treat each other all the same, because no, the dynamic between me and Anthony may be different. The dynamic between me and Lyric may be different. The dynamic between me and Jada may be different, and vice versa. So that doesn't mean that there's favoritism. That just means that there's a difference in dynamic and personality. So, but that's all goes to say, like, we would never just leave nobody off of bad and bougie. Like, we not doing that one. Like, if we planning a trip, because mind you, they stay in a whole nother city. If we planning a trip, everybody's getting invited on the trip. If you say yes or if you say no, that's your prerogative. But you got invited though. You ain't get left off bad and bougie though. Oh, okay. Women should be seen and not heard. They need to be fucking for real. I feel like we're in 2026. Like, to a certain extent, as a lady, you should carry yourself as such. But at the end of the day, like, this is not the 1950s. Women are doing the same thing as men. And okay, I feel like there's a boundary when it comes to that, but I feel like to a certain extent, women are doing the same thing as men. Whether you consider that a good thing or you consider that a bad thing, I feel like women aren't the same as they were in the 1950s, and men aren't the same as they were in the 1950s. So that statement doesn't even that statement don't even hold no weight for real. And what does that even mean? You should be seen and not heard. Like, that just means you just got to sit there and look cute. Like, no, I'm going to be seen and heard, but I'm not going to be the loudest in the room because I'm just not a loud person like that. But yeah, I feel like that statement don't hold up. Huh? No. What you was doing? Lies. You know, the loudest person in the room. Oh. I'm not the loudest person in the room. Okay, okay, I'm finna start. 3, 2, 1. I'm about to start. 3, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, y'all. That tea. Wearing heels to class. I feel like this is such a non-issue. Like, if y'all, I'm such a TV show type of person. If y'all watch like Pretty Little Liars or like Sex in the City, I feel like the girls that get it, get it. I want to be a heel to class type of girly, but somehow I always end up with the sweats and the Uggs. So I feel like that's an inner issue. If you're bothered by a girl wearing heels in your class, okay, high school is crazy. Middle school is crazy. College though, I feel like, girl, put them heels on. Put them heels on if you want to put them heels on. If you could walk in them. But don't be looking like prancing around the campus like you the Grinch in them heels because you can't wear them and your feet hurt. Just take them off, boo. Take them off, go put them in the car. Like, we not doing that. So, yeah. And y'all, I'm really trying to think of some hot takes that I have. Like, because I've been seeing a lot of stuff come across my social media that I'm just trying to process what's worth talking about. I feel like we've all seen the Stefan Diggs situation. Like, somebody told me with the Stefan Diggs situation that this isn't his first time being accused of such things. And I feel like, why is it always with the athletes that they just be so willing to throw their career away to just like pounce on a woman, to just beat on a woman? Is it the CTE? I don't know what it is. I feel like it has to be the CTE because regular dudes not doing that. Even in high school, dudes that's like athletes, they not doing that. So what's so different that's making y'all like beat on and abuse these girls and these women? So yeah, I don't know. Or I think that was actually, if I'm not mistaken, that was Rashi Rice, whatever you want to call him, who beat on that girl. She had all them scratches on her face. I just feel like, one, y'all don't got no brothers, no uncles, no nothing like that. And two, also, I'm a girl's girl, so I feel like, oh, no, scratch that. You know we need to hit on? We need to hit on that Tylil and Jordan situation. The Tylil and Jordan situation threw me for a loop because at first, I'm the type of girl that, okay, like, I feel like believe her until you have some evidence or a reason not to believe her. Excuse me, y'all. So I believed her at first. Then when that video came out that he recorded when they was in the bed, and she was just basically like, oh, I never did a one night stand before. Like, I can't believe like I just did a one night stand. We're not gonna talk. Da 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 da. He literally has to have some level of discernment for him to even decide to pull out the phone and start recording. Because imagine the video wasn't there. Imagine he didn't record. Everybody would have been slandering his name. Like, he would have just been this like evil person. But the video literally came in clutch. Like, that's just so crazy to me. And she still was denied. Like, she literally was still in Delululand. Like, in her head, he SA'd her. In her head, he was in the wrong. Well, okay, he was in the wrong only because he did have a girlfriend. I feel like, not that he does, I don't feel like he deserves to get accused of anything. Let me put that on the floor. First of all, he didn't deserve to get accused of anything. But it's like, you wouldn't have even been in that situation had you just been loyal to your girl. And I feel like that's why Jordan was mad. It's like, dang, he got a girl. Like, I literally was just a one night stand. Like, it literally could never be nothing because he has a girl. Like, she come first. So that's really why she was mad. She thought that Poom Poom was gonna change his life and that he was gonna drop his girl and just be all Jordan, 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 Jordan. But he wasn't. What's that song she sing? I don't even know. Soft Life. Okay, this next game is called Soft Life or Delulu. Basically, the objective of this game is just like, do you feel like this is considered living a soft life, or do girls just be in la la land like Delulu? So I ain't even gonna say what I was gonna say, but going 50-50, does that come with living a soft life, or is that Delulu? That's Delulu. I mean, okay, 50-50, I feel like that's just not like, this conversation is just so tired. But like, I feel like 50-50 is just so tired. It's tired. Like, and it's not just financial. Like, if I'm in a relationship and my man is covering the bills, okay, my 50, that's his 50. My 50 is cooking, cleaning, little stuff like that around the house. Like, it's not just 50%. He 50% pay the bills, I pay the other 50% of the bills. I don't feel like that's a 50-50 is. So I feel like I fucks with 50-50 in that aspect. But when people try to spin it in like a financial aspect, like we both have to be carrying our weight, da 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 da. Like, no, I feel like men want to be men when it's convenient and women want to be women when it's convenient. And like, no, like just be in a relationship. If you want to pay the bill, if you want to pay the light bill and he pay the rent, or you pay the light bill and utilities and he pay the rent, that's what you do. I mean, don't try to just act like, don't try to not do 50-50 because you know that most girls don't fuck with 50-50. If that's what works for your relationship, that's what works for your relationship. Who am I to sit here and judge? But I'm just personally not doing that because I can cover 100% of my rent on my own. So while like 50%, no, we not half stepping. Won't half step. Okay. Expecting your booth to cover all of your maintenance. Soft life or Delulu. Expecting. It's that word expecting. I don't know. Okay. Expecting your booth to cover all of your maintenance. I feel like I don't think that's Delulu because it's actually happening. That's not a crazy statement in the big 2-6. That's not a crazy statement. So it's like, okay, when you think about maintenance, nails, that includes mani and pedi. So that we're just gonna round that up and say 200 at max. 200 because I go to the nail salon, so that's gonna be like 200 max. Lashes about we'll say like 120, so that's 320. Hair, we'll say like, not including the bundles. Should we? I mean, because maintenance is just getting your hair done. So we're not gonna include the bundles. We're gonna include the actual price that it costs to get your hair done. So that's like, we'll say like 150 to 200. Let's just go on the higher end and say 200. 200, 320 plus another 200. That's 520. And I get my nails done like every 2 weeks. I do my own hair, so I'm not sure how often girls go get their hair done. And I guess that just depends if you're like a quick weave girly or if you're like a wig girly. I'm not a wig girly. So if I was to do quick weave, I would say maybe like every 3 weeks. So we could still say twice a month at the end of the day. So that's like $1,000 a month that you expect. I feel like expecting that is kind of crazy, especially because I'm 21. Like, I'm 21. Not to say that it's guys that's not gonna do that, but it's like I don't go into it expecting that. It's like if you do it, that's amazing, that's great. But if you don't, it's not. That don't make you like a chump neither. Because imagine like you talking to a girl, you don't even know if you want to take her serious or not. And she's just like, my maintenance is for the month or for the week is this da 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 da. Like, or do you want to pay for da da da? You're gonna be looking a little bit crazy because it's like, you expect this. Like, I know it's some guys who they don't even like when girls ask them for stuff. They like to be the ones that offer because they just feel like when you ask, it gives trick. And I understand that. But the reason that a lot of girls ask is because a lot of guys don't do without you asking. Like a statement that I grew up on is a closed mouth don't get fed. So it's like I'd rather be the one that asks versus the one that's just sitting there waiting for you to do it and it never gets done. So I understand both sides, honestly. But I feel like expecting it, and when it says all, it's the word expecting and the word all is what's making me say is the Lulu. It's the Lulu, just a little bit, just a little bit. So yeah, your man wants you to cook and clean every day. Soft life or the Lulu? I feel like that's soft life, but that only depends. That only depends on what he's doing. Is he doing his part? Is he making you wanna like cook and clean every day? Like if you're having to cook, clean, pay bills, go to work, do this, do that, like of course you're not gonna be in the mind frame to even process or fathom having to do that. So I feel like it just depends on the relationship. But if it's like a forced thing and he just sitting on the game, like playing the game all day, eating hot Cheetos, then hell nah, don't cook or don't clean. Let him clean up his own mess. But if it's like the opposite, then why not? You know what? Hell yeah. You know what? Hell yeah. Okay. Oh, it's a good one. Your man gives you a curfew. Curfew, the word curfew just sounds crazy, like crazy. Curfew, like, am I 16? Like, what's going on right now? I don't even know how to answer that right now. Like, your man giving you a curfew. I feel like if you're in a relationship where the respect is mutual, you will already know not to come home like 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. That would just go without being said. A curfew isn't even needed. So if you need a curfew, maybe you're the problem, girl. I ain't gonna lie. Or if he giving you a curfew for no reason, just out the blue, then he's the problem. Because a curfew just sounds crazy. Like it just reminds me of like you need to be home before the street lights cut on. Like and no, that should go without saying. I should know that already. I don't need you to you're not my dad. I don't need you to tell me when to be home because I'm gonna be home. Okay, so before I get to this last question, it just came like a random thought just came to my head, and I was just thinking about Kai and Gigi. Damn, I can't believe they broke up, and then the way that they broke up is just insane to me. And I feel like everybody's just jumping on her without even knowing the reason that they actually broke up because none of us can say. We don't know. It's just a bunch of speculations, a bunch of yeah, we just looking at the post that he made. So I feel like we should wait because you never know what goes on behind closed doors. So I saw a clip of Rakai and he was just going off on Gigi, like being so disrespectful. But he ended up apologizing, and I feel like that's because they said Kai made him apologize. But even if he did, what he was saying was kind of insane and crazy. Like, granted, he probably does know more than we do, but he was just very out of line. I feel like very, very, very out of line. But don't shoot the messenger. But they say word on the street is they broke up because NBA YoungBoy bought her a G wagon that she wanted, that was on her Christmas list, and Kai didn't get it, and NBA YoungBoy got the G wagon, and so that's why they broke up because they think that NBA YoungBoy and Gigi got something going on. I don't know. That's just what they saying, but I don't know. But if that is the case, I mean, and then I also saw they was getting on her because of her Christmas list that she had, and I feel like the Christmas list definitely matched the tax bracket. Like, I don't understand how y'all gonna be mad at her for like the stuff that she asked for on her Christmas list. Mind you, she knows what her man can afford. So I feel like what she asked for wasn't crazy. Maybe she took it a little too far, but I feel like don't we all on a Christmas list? Like we just put random stuff on there that we want. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. So I feel like to come for her, I feel like they be looking for any reason just to come for her, and it don't even be valid. But that's just me though. So another question for Soft Life or the Lulu. Sections at the club are mandatory. That's kind of crazy. Okay, I don't go to the club like that, but I do have a homegirl, and she'll be like, "Girl, I ain't going. If we don't got a section, I ain't going. If we don't got a section, I ain't going." I do feel like that's kind of crazy. Like, I feel like I Mrs. Make It Happen. At the end of the day, we gonna end up in a section from somebody I know, but it's like I don't go to the club that often to just be like, oh, I'm gonna be in a section every time I go to the club. If I want to go to the club and have a good time, I'm gonna hang amongst the commoners, and I'm not gonna make a big deal out of it. But I feel like I don't look down at people that's not in a section. Like, that's just so crazy to even think that. Like, you don't always have to be in a section. I feel like the most of the fun actually be outside of the section. If you ever been to the club, especially in Tally, you know, like, most of the fun be outside of the section. The section be stuffed like a pack of sardines. You be sweating, you be hot, be no shots, all the liquor be drunk up. It be just like the guy and all his friends, they taking up all the spots on the couch. Like, it just be just pointless. It be for appearances, and it's pointless. So yes, that's my take on that. And so, guys, the show has officially come to an end. So I want y'all to give me suggestions of who y'all want to see, topics I should touch on. And I also wanted to inform y'all that going forward, I will have special guests. So leave comment questions of things I can ask them, or topics that y'all want to see touched on. Also, there will be a number next time, so y'all can call up here if y'all need any relationship advice. I will be the love doctor. Call up here and be the first to call, and I will give you some relationship advice. And thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see y'all next time. Follow me on all social medias. It will be linked in the description below. And yeah, I love y'all.